Hello everyone. In today's video I will be showing you how to stop procrastinating. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. 1. Limit the number of choices you have to make during the course of the day. Every choice we make has an energy ramification. You're about to put off your to-do list for the rest of today if you have to ask yourself that question when you wake up in the morning. You'll waste a lot of time worrying about what to do and what not to do if you start each new day, without having thought through the outcome you want it to have. Should I work out today or wait until tomorrow? Should I accept Barry Boombat's invitation to lunch, or should I have a fast lunch alone so I can return to the office and finish couple work? Which should I wear, this or that? Should I eat this or that? When should you respond? All day long, we ask ourselves questions similar to this. The issue is that questions force us to provide responses, which force us to make judgments. You become exhausted and lose all self-control as a result, which causes you to put off doing the things that are most important to you. Creating habits around certain aspects of your life can help you be more effective, and prevent you from wasting energy debating whether to do something or not, which is tip number 1 for avoiding procrastination. Making decisions ahead of time and/or creating habits around certain areas of your life can help you reduce the number of decisions you need to make during a given day. Some instances: determine your clothes the night before rather than the morning of. Choose the most critical task that has to be completed tomorrow, schedule time to complete it. Decide in advance which days of the week you will exercise. These are merely a few straightforward instances, but it's usually the little things that count. What concrete ways can you come up with to make fewer decisions in your own life? By doing this, you'll free up the focus you'll need to work on the important tasks at hand without putting them off to do the menial tasks instead. 2. Wrap up your day before it begins. This advice continues where tip number 1 ends. To avoid procrastination, planning your days in advance is the best choice you can make. It would be wiser to take a few minutes at the end of each day to quickly plan the following day, rather than scrambling to figure out what you'll do on any given day. For instance, each evening before I go to sleep, I jot down and evaluate my plans for the following day, which include: my top priority for the day is my one big thing. This might be a significant undertaking, a goal, or a project I need to move on with. These are my everyday rituals that I will not compromise on, no matter what. I'm exercise, my daily nature walk and meditation, reading for at least 30 minutes, work connected to mastery, and time with the people I love are my non-negotiable daily rituals. The next day, complete any remaining tasks. In this way, I can give my most critical objectives and projects plenty of time to be completed and avoid procrastinating. The third option is nothing. A helpful procrastination advice called the Nothing Alternative was developed by Raymond Chandler, a well-known author of crime fiction. He did it to keep from putting off his daily writing. Like some successful authors, Chandler found it challenging to sit down at the keyboard and bang out a set number of words every day. As a result, he came up with another strategy for getting himself to finish the work and beat procrastination. He would schedule 4 hours every morning and tell himself to write, or do nothing at all. And Chandler recommends those who suffer from procrastination to do the same, including writers and perhaps people from all professions. According to Chandler, the writer, doesn't have to write, and if he doesn't feel like it, he shouldn't try. He is not allowed to read, write letters, glance at magazines, write checks, or do anything else constructive. He may, however, gaze out the window, stand on his head, or writhe on the floor. Write or don't write. That was Chandler's guiding principle, and it was effective for him. The guidelines are quite simple. A. You are not required to write or work on whatever it is that you need to do. B. But there is nothing more you can do. With these two possibilities in mind, you're going to start working eventually, if only to avoid being bored. Although the simplicity and clarity of your own work may not be as apparent as in Chandler's, you can undoubtedly profit from the clarity that results from blocking out time to either do nothing or concentrate on your most essential item. Try it out for yourself by identifying your most crucial objective for tomorrow morning, and allocating 90 minutes of uninterrupted time to work on it. No email, no mobile device. Not on Facebook. Nothing nonsense. If you must, turn off your Wi-Fi. Now is the time to focus like a fiend and kick it into high gear. 4. Focus on a manageable task as your next action habit. The potential of deliberately dumbing down your brain by determining your exact next action for any given task you're working on is a topic David Allen covers in his book Getting Things Done. It's one of the book's most inspiring ideas. Merely decide what step you need to take next to get closer to finishing, then take it. It's no secret that procrastination leads to a great deal of anxiety and stress. The trick, though, lies in how we release this pressure. Finding the next physical step you need to take to advance a task, a project, a phone conversation, or anything else is the key to using this procrastination prevention strategy, no matter how minor. Do you want to learn how to stop putting things off? Find out how to change your focus. The key to making a difference is to change your attention to a task that your mind sees as achievable. I'll explain. Consider anything you've put off, such as finishing a presentation for work. Focus now on how it makes you feel every time you consider having to give that presentation. Consider all the effort that is required. Sucks, huh? What does it do to you? Overwhelmed? Change your attention to one easy thing you can do right away to make this presentation even the slightest amount closer to being done. You might need to Google certain images for the presentation. Isn't that feasible? Please make that your next action. Do it. This method of taking the next action is based on the straightforward premise that when you take action that your mind sees as possible, your energy levels will rise, your sense of direction and drive will sharply increase, and you'll be better able to inspire yourself to complete whatever it is that needs to be completed. Relevant information: you should use the urge to put something off as a cue to chunk it down into something easy and manageable whenever you feel procrastination starting to creep back in. Even if it's only starting Keynote and giving your presentation a name. Small steps are followed by larger ones, and so on. And 5. Modify your setting. If you're an alcoholic, you avoid bars and people who won't respect your decision to cut back on the whiskey. You also don't keep alcohol in the house. In a similar spirit, my last piece of advice is to get rid of the cues that cause your procrastination patterns in the first place. Find a quiet place to sit down and concentrate if the continual movement and noise prevents you from working in public areas. For I need to eliminate all sources of procrastination from my workspace, both real and digital, in order to be able to concentrate on what I've chosen to focus on. When I used to work, I would set my iPhone to Do Not Disturb and leave it on my desk, but the temptation to check it frequently caused me to procrastinate more often than not. Now, I grab my iPhone, turn it to Do Not Disturb, and then tuck it away in a drawer so that I have to get up to check it. So thanks for watching. And if you are new, please make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications just so every time I upload you won't miss anything.